Bring it back, guys. I gotta re-up. This is kind of SBM Boxing. Sorry, I had to. Put a little whiskey in my Diet Coke. So, anyways, guys, kind of SBM Boxing. I'm sorry for the little delay and stuff like that. That actually just gives me some time to hydrate. And we're here to discuss boxing. You know what I'm saying? One of the most things that stand out as far as boxing titles is Rolly versus Tank Davis. You know, you guys watched the face-off. The fight's taking place December 5th. That's going to be a hell of a fight. Entertaining, meaning like as far as skillful, I'm with Tank on this one. Skills pay the bills. You know, as you guys know, Rolly, he's depending on that knockout. He's the bigger dude. He's depending that he's saying he has more power, but he's forgetting that Tank is skillful. Tank is fast. Tank got power too. You know what I'm saying? And like Tank said, he was just like, look, man, all you talking about is just power. All you talking about is just power. You know, but what happens is when, you know, you better be able to take it. What happens when that power and then bullets get thrown back at you? You really didn't have too much to say about that. You know what I'm saying? But stylistically, man, you know, I think it's going to be an entertaining fight. I think it's going to be an entertaining fight just because, you know, it's good to see young talent. You just never know as far as the upset. Do I think the upset is going to take place in here? You know, Rolly has a puncher's chance. But at the end of the day, you know, stylistically, skills pay the bills. I honestly think Tank Davis is too much. You know, I'm not saying that Tank Davis has the best resume out there, but he's proved himself time and time again. That, you know, he's the real deal, you know what I'm saying? And he's the man to beat. He has grit, he has heart, he has power, he has speed, he can take a punch, you know what I'm saying? His endurance is there, his punch output is there. Now, when it comes to Rolly's been sloppy, you know what I'm saying? No, he's knocked out a lot of people, don't get me wrong. He's knocked out a lot of people. The thing is that, you know, Tank is 25-0 with 24 knockouts, so that the power is there, power is justified. But on paper, if you look at Rolly as well, Rolly's power's there too, man. He has 14 fights, 12 knockouts. I would say 10 of them are a bunch of tomato cans. No, I'm sorry, not tomato cans. I would say just amateur caliber opponents. You know what I'm saying? And the WBA interim belt that he fought for, that wasn't even. That was vacant at one point, you know what I'm saying? So you're not beating the champ. And then the only unanimous position that he didn't have against Jackson Ramirez, he's actually like Marina's, he was year or something like that. He looked sloppy in that fight, you know what I'm saying? He reminds me of Ricardo Moraga, you know what I'm saying? Has a lot of power, has a lot of heart, you know what I'm saying? He's willing to bang, he's willing to trade with you. But skillfully he's just not there. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see it. I don't see it the way Rolly sees it, you know, and you got to have confidence in your ability, but you also got to be realistic, man. And I think I think he's a little starstruck with the center stage. When he went to the press conference, they did the face off. He couldn't even really speak. You know, Rolly's good behind camera. You know, he talks a lot of shit, and don't get me wrong. But obviously in that stage, and, you know, Tank Davis called him out on that too. Tank was like, look at him, man. He's scared. He don't even know what to say. That man's out here in a trench coat, 80-degree weather. Rolly, I like Rolly, man. Rolly talks a lot of shit, man. He talks a lot of shit. He's serious. He believes in what he says. He has faith. And sometimes that's all you need, man. You need faith with a little bit of power, and you just close your eyes and see what happens. You know, but you know, December 5th is going to be an entertaining fight just to see what's Rolly capable of. You know what I'm saying? But the fight to be made, the fight to be had, it comes down to the lightweight rankings. You know what I'm saying? You got Lomachenko. Obviously, Teofimo beat Lomachenko. We're waiting on that rematch. You have Garcia. You have Ryan Garcia supposed to take on Jojo Diaz. Obviously, there's the injury there. Haney as well. Garcia beat Linares. Is there? You got Teofimo. He's fighting Cambosos. You know, that's going to be a good fight. That's been postponed, but hopefully, you know, we see that's going to be action packed. You know what I'm saying? But that's the shit that I want to see Tank Davis mix it up with, because stylistically, skills, power, it's all there. You know, To's the complete package. Lomachenko is the complete package. Ryan Garcia, he's been showing, you know, he's been proven since he's joined the Canelo camp time and time again. You know, he's been proven that he has speed, he has power. Now, as far as his chin, it's a little skeptical, but, you know, it's more of a complete package there. Haney as well. Skills pay the bills. Not too much power, but he can bang as well, man. But as far as defensively, offensively, and just being clean as far as boxing IQ is definitely there. So those guys are threats. When it comes to Rolly, I don't see those type of skills in him. You know, I do see power, but to be honest with you, that, you know, we've seen a lot of opponents bang, and power is just not going to cut it. Not. I'll take skill over power any day. You know, because, you know, I hate to mention Mayweather and shit like that, but as Mayweather wasn't the most powerful guy, dominating guy in the division. It wasn't whatsoever. I think Madonna hit harder than Mayweather. De La Hoya hit harder than Mayweather. Fucking Shane Mosley hit harder than Mayweather. Shane got a lot of power, dude. Margarito, Cotto hit harder than Mayweather. Even though he had some power, Mayweather had some power. It wasn't like Paulie Malignaggi power. I think Mayweather hit harder than part of Malignaggi, but he did have some pop. He has some power. You know what I'm saying? Marquez had some power as well. Tim Bradley, it was like the Timothy Bradley power. You know what I'm saying? Paulie Malignaggi, Tim Bradley, and then Mayweather, I would say. It's a step up. Zab Judah had power too, man. Zab Judah can bang. Cotto can bang. All of the guys can bang. That's power. Mayweather, long story short, the reason I was mentioning this is because it was his own skill, defensively, being able to pick your opponent apart, being able to make the adjustment, being able to box, utilize the jab, just wear him down, beat him on points. And if the opportunity presented itself, like Ricky Hatton and shit like that, you go for the kill, you go for the knockout. You know what I'm saying? So Rolly, I just don't see Rolly having that ability. All I do see is his power, but, you know, Tank Davis is not no sitting punching bag, man. He's gonna stick and move. He's gonna take it. I don't think his power is there, but his power needs, you got to sit there and take it. But I think Tank is gonna dish it out as well, man. So you know, I see this fight. There is gonna be a knockout, but unfortunately, I don't see Rolly knocking out Tank, man. I see Tank finishing her off Rolly. But just like a Ricardo Mayorga versus Tito Trinidad, Ricardo Mayorga versus Cotto, he held his hand and shit like that. I think he's just going to fake an injury. Unless, you know, Tank, because he's hurt, you know, he's going to fake an injury, obviously, and quit on the stool or whatever. But, you know, unless Tank catches him and just puts his ass to sleep. So you can't really fake an injury there. But anyways, guys, Kenneth SBM Boxing from subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. It's going to be an interesting fight. I think it's going to be an interesting fight. Let's see what happens. All right. Have a good one.